KD8 SLG, KE8 VOX.
KE8 VOX, KD8 SLG. What's up, Scott?
Hey, good evening there, Nick. Oh, not a whole lot. I was just wondering if you could mark me in and out for the net tonight, if you could, please.
Done and done. Fine business, man. How's it going up there? Getting windy and cold?
Not yet. We had a little bit of rain or mush or slush or something for a little bit, but that quit. But we're still at 37 degrees up here, and well, we only got winds out of the west-southwest at 7 miles an hour, so it's not too bad. It just wet right now.
All right, we'll call that the calm before the storm.
I hope that storm holds off for another day. I got a club meeting tomorrow night that I got to go to, and that's in Sandusky, and I don't feel like driving in any bad weather. I just read the weather report, and they're calling it supposed to start snowing Saturday or something like that, and end up with 5 inches up here.
Yeah, I checked the weather critters a little while ago, and suddenly they were 3 to 6 inches showed up between Saturday and Monday. Yeah, it's just in time for Winterfield Day.
Hey, roger that. Well, I wasn't planning on doing a Winterfield Day anyway. I don't mind the summer field day because it's nice and warm and you can stand outside and shoot the breeze, but too cold for me to be out there and whatnot. But yeah, I guess when I seen the weather, I guess you folks are supposed to get more snow than we are, so I got to look on the bright side. That's the only bright side I could find about it was that someone else is getting more snow than us. KE8 VOX.
As the king, you must find the good in everything, right, Scott? K0 KDW, Brad, I saw you link up. I got you on the list. Yeah, I was listening to the guys on the Border Breaker net this morning. Texas guys are freaking. They don't know what to do with this kind of weather.
Hey, roger that. Well, you know, they don't have no insulation or nothing in Jeepers. They get below freezing, and you know, stuff starts freezing up on them. We got a little bit more insulation around our pipes and walls and whatnot than a lot of folks down there do, but you know, they'll get over it, I guess. You don't really have any choice, you know.
No, it is what it is. I think their infrastructure is not quite as hardened to it, so seems they lose power a lot when they get those kind of storms. Plus, they don't get snow; they get ice. Ice is a pain.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, that you know, they don't have the plows or the salt, or I don't even know if they even have snow shovels at Walmart. You know, I know when I was down in living down there in Georgia, they don't have no equipment for nothing either, and that they don't know how to drive, and it's hilly and whatnot like that. But they do get that black ice, and you know, it's so curvy and hilly that that causes most of the problems. But jeepers, I don't know if you've seen on the news the other day when we had that blow. I don't know, they had 6 accidents, 20 cars or something like that up there at the Edison Bridge, all plowed into each other. I think it started out as a semi getting perched up on the center median, and it went on for hours. They'd close the road, clear it out, and as soon as they opened the road back up, there was another accident.
W8WKY.
Well, you know, everybody who had to wait there forever has to rush off to wherever they were going right away, right? Yeah, driving in snow is a thing, and I always have all-wheel drive cars, and I learned how to drive in the snow. I grew up in the mountains in Pennsylvania. First snowflake would fall, we'd throw a case of beer in the back and drive out into the woods.
Oh, I hear that. It was always a good time when it snowed when we were younger. That's for sure. I know. I drove that route for 30 years when I lived in Port Clinton and worked in Norwalk, and that bridge can get a little hairy at times. But you know, as bad as it gets, there's only a couple times that I had those scared Paul moments going across it. Sometimes when there's open water in the cold like that, the water hits those rocks and sprays across the road and freezes instantly almost. And it only happens at the north end and the south end, you know. Then it clears up in the middle. So it's pretty goofy, but yeah, I know as a kid, man, it would snow and we'd be out there at the mall parking lot spinning donuts for hours. And holy Toledo. I didn't get no Jeep until I got older. Probably a good thing. Otherwise, I've been out all through the woods and all that stuff. Had four-wheeler, though, Honda four-wheeler we used to do that in, but you weren't nice and warm driving that around in the wintertime.
Yeah, ATV is always fun in the snow. Always fun, but yeah, if you didn't have the right gear, it gets cold real fast. All right, man, I'm going to go grab my soda before I plant my butt here. So, good talking to you, man. It's been a few minutes. K8VOX, KD8SLG. I got you on the list as in and out, and I'm going to be clear with you for now. Good talking to you, Scott.
Hey, good talking to you, Nick. Hopefully you have a great net tonight and a lot of check-ins, and well, you have a great evening. Great talking with you. KD8SLG, K8VOX, clear, 73.
K0KDW, K0KDW is KD8SLG. Brad, are you out there?
K0KDW, wherever out there may be.
Wherever you are, you're here. Haven't talked to you in a week or two or three, so thought I'd reach out and say hi. Saw you link up a couple minutes ago. How's things going down there in Missouri? And how is being back from your radio vacation?
Well, I took another one last week. That's why I wasn't there. Actually, I had a headache last week. And I was having some issues with random key-ups, so I just disabled the repeater from joining in since I was going to be napping anyway. I didn't want it to disturb anything, so it's actually why I was connected later than usual. I guess I forgot to re-enable the timer to connect here. But anyhow, things are going good. We're just waiting on some snow this weekend, potentially up to 7 or 8 inches possible. And then just plain cold. I think Saturday, I think we're talking about highs in the mid-teens and wind chills potentially below zero.
Yeah, it's looking pretty sporty all over the place this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, that's for certain. I'm going to go back to eating my mozzarella sticks. That's what took me a little bit to answer you for. And when I started, probably sounded like I had food in my mouth. But we're going to finish up my mozzarella sticks, and we'll be hanging around. K0KDW.
Cool. We'll talk to you in a few. Thanks for not chewing in our ears. Do appreciate that. We'll talk to you later, Brad. In the near future, K0KDW, KD8SLG.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
There's my girl. QST. calling all amateurs to the Beacon Net pre-show. Sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association right here in the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, 147 Mark 390, positive offset and appeal tone of 114 Mark 8. We meet here every Wednesday and Sunday night. We catch up with each other. We make some jokes. We've got a couple of trivia questions. This is a controlled net. We ask that all traffic pass through net control. Your net control this evening is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf KD8 SLG. My personal is Nick November India Charlie Kilo. It's easy for me to say. Just Nick. This is the pre-show. I'm going to take a couple rounds of check-ins after we check in with the team. At the top of the hour, Dustin takes over. Josh and Lucy have some trivia for us. It'll be a ton of fun. Stick around. Before I do that, let's check in with the team tonight, see if everybody's radios are working. What I like to call Mickey Mouse roll call. KD8 EPC. KD8 EPC. This is KD8 SLG. I'm ready to do again, Dustin. How about you?
SLG, this is KD8 EPC. Well, good evening, Nick. We're here. We're ready to do it, and we're racing the flex roll again. So there you go. We'll be ready to go at the top of the hour. We're gonna go get cold water, and then we'll be ready to go. So there you go. With that, this is KD8 EPC. Back to pre-net control.
Sounding good tonight, Dustin. Sounding good. We're going to clear with KD8 EPC. Let's go to Nick at night. K8QAKO. This is KD8 SLG. What's up, Nick? How you doing? You ready for Saturday?
KD8 SLG. K8QKO. Oh, I'm getting there, Nick. I'm getting there. I got some more work to do tomorrow night and Friday night to get ready for Saturday, but yeah, it's coming along. Just planning on staying warm. It's going to be a little bit of a cold one, so it's all right. It'll work out. It'll all come out. It'll be good stuff. Good biddles, good party, good winter field day. So, yeah. Anyway, with that, I'll pass it back to you, sir. K8QKO.
Man, I got to ask, and I got to think. The smoker's got to take a lot longer to get up to temperature when it's starting at -4, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's going to take a bit to get up to temperature. I don't know that I've actually run it this cold before. I notice that around freezing, it behaves fairly well, but once it starts dropping below freezing, there's a lot of metal that has to heat up, and yeah, I'm gonna have to light it. I think I'm gonna have to light a pretty big fire to get that thing warmed up fast enough to get everything on. But worst case scenario, I just bump the temperature up. It's pulled pork, so I mean, you gotta almost try to screw that up. So I can cook that up to like 300 degrees or whatever to get it done on time. So as long as I can get the temperature to maintain that high once it gets up there, I'll be right. It'll be a fun experience, and thankfully, even if things don't go well, and I start to have struggle or something, I can always take it inside and finish it in the oven. So that's my plan. I think it'll work out. It'll be a fun little tryout. Fun to I want to say like a machismo moment to brave the cold to cook it, and yeah. So that's where I'm at. Back to you, Nick.
Cool, Nick. I've never even managed to kill a pulled pork. So there. Good hearing from you tonight, man. I got you sticking around. We're going to do a K8QKO. Let's talk to Josh, W8HRF. This is KD8 SLG. What's going on, Josh? You ready for trivia tonight?
KD8 SLG, W8HRF. Yes, sir. I have a main trivia question ready for you tonight. So there you go. What else? That's about it. Throw it back to you, sir. KD8 SLG, W8HRF.
I thought for sure you'd throw in a blurb for Winter Field Day. Yeah, you'll have your chances tonight. We're going to clear the W8HRF. Let's say hi to Miss Lucy, KE8YUK. think I said hi to you earlier today, or was that yesterday? My mind is swirling. How are you, Lucy?
KD8SLG, KD8YUK. Hey, if your mind is swirling, it means you still have one, which means you are ahead of the game, and I am behind the game. Ben told me a very funny, probably very old joke, but I thought it was very funny, so I'll have to remember to share that when it's actually my turn. But I will be sticking around with alt trivia for everybody tonight. KD8YUK, back to KD8SLG.
Good deal, Izzy. Good deal. Yeah, you look around and you say, the average person with the average intelligence, and half the people are below that. Keep that in mind. Get a clear K8YUK. Let's see if Eric's out there tonight. K8VZA, KD8SLG. Eric, are you there?
KE8SLG, KE8VZA here. Yeah, I am here. I am just going to get my ticket punched tonight. I am running on empty here. But the good news is I did manage to unearth my Antron 99, which I had laid down when we had those high winds 2-3 weeks ago, and then it snowed. So everything warmed up today, and then, you know, the hammer's going to drop again, temperature-wise, so I got that sucker vertical again. So it's out of the snow. Anyway, it's a minor victory. I'll take it. Anyway, you guys have a great net. 7-3, KE8VZA, back to you, Nick.
KE8VZA, KD8SLG. Oh, glad you got your antenna back up in the air. And you know, the thaw today was poorly timed for me. I had half a case of Coke Zero in the back of my car, cans, and it got cold enough to pop 6 of them. Found a big chunk of ice on one of my back windows this morning, just threw it out into the snow, had no clue what it was until later on when I got back there and discovered all these exploded cans. They didn't pop the taps, they popped the tops. Real easy cleanup when it's frozen, but you know what? It started getting warm today. That's the kind of day I'm having. All right, Eric, get some sleep, man. Good talking to you. We're going to do a KE8VZA. That wraps up the Mickey Mouse roll call. Let me tell you who I got, and then we'll take a couple rounds of check-ins. So far, before the net I've harvested, WB4AIZ Chuckles is in and out from Florida, KI5WDM Donald's in there. N5KVD is joining us on the blue screen on NetLogger tonight. If you don't have it, you should get it. Half the net takes place on the blue screen, the almost instant message window. K5CFY, Ray is in slot number 10. K8VOX, talked to him before the net, he's in and out. K8ZRY, I got you in there. K0KDW, Brad from Missouri. KC0LRM, Kelly, N8YMY, I put you on the list, John. AB8MO, and K6KJV, RevKev, K88LYJ, and right now I'm going to add Taco Tim, Uncle Fred, and Mark to the list, KC8FQV, but I'm wondering who else is out there.
KD8SLG, WV3K, Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, Phil and Canal Fulton.
This is Kilo Delta A, Hotel Alpha Golf, KD8HAG, Tim in Litchfield. I'll be in and out.
Kilo 5, Romeo Foxtrot Golf, K5 RFG, Ryan in Wadsworth.
All right, that round we picked up WV3K. Phil, my friend in Canal Fulton. Good to hear you, Phil. KD8HAG, Tim was in and out. Thanks for stopping by, Tim. And K5RFG, Ryan Actual. Good to hear you tonight, man. Stick around. All right, we'll do one more round here, and then we'll see who is sticking around to play trivia and who's just here to say hi tonight. One more round of check-ins. This is KD8SLG. I'm listening. Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie, WA8 KOC, Fred and Akron.
W8WKY.
KE8 HNK Elmer, I'll be in and out.
All right. We had a WA8 KOC there, Fred. Barometer net. NCO extraordinaire. Good to hear you, Fred. And KEH HNK Elmer in and out tonight. I bet he's out there traveling around somewhere. Elmer, be safe. Stay warm. All right, let's jump up to the top of the list here. See who's sticking around tonight and who's just here to say hi. KI5 WDM, this is KD8SLG. Donald, what you doing tonight? And are you going to stick around for the net? Play trivia?
Well, good afternoon. Of course I am. This is KI5WDM. I wouldn't have it any other way. Highlight of my day is getting on the radio.
All right, Donald, I got you sticking around tonight. Good to hear you, man. Good to clear with KI5WDM. Stay out in Oklahoma and talk to Ray. K5CFY, KD8SLG. How'd the second hour go today, Ray? I only caught some of it when I was out on the road.
KD8EPC and no, wait a minute. KD. Oh man, it has been a rough day. Mr. Nick, KD8SLV. It's going pretty good here. I'm multitasking right now, but anyway, went well. Not quite as good as Mr. Dustin, but that's hard to beat Dustin. He wrecked some in, and so anyway, I think we ended up with 80-something odd. I can't remember. Anyway, good to hear you out there, Just Nick. Thanks for being there. Thanks for doing the pre-net, and I'll get off here, and we'll definitely hang around. K5CFY.
All right, Ray. Yeah, I caught you at the end there, and sounded like you were having a good time. Hope the Ohio guys didn't beat you up too bad. We do that sometimes on nets, you know. We're going to clear with K5CFY, who's sticking around. Thank you, Ray. We always enjoy our Wednesdays on the Boredom Breaker net. Next up, we got Jeremy out in Ashland. KE8ZRY, KD8SLG. What's up, Jeremy? You sticking around tonight?
KD8SLG, this is KE8ZRY. I will be sticking around and waiting on that trivia. So until then, pass it back over to you. It's KE8ZRY.
Cool, Jeremy. I got you sticking around. We're going to clear with KE8ZRY. This is KD8SLG. You're listening to the Beacon Net pre-show on the WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. Next on the list, we got Brad in Missouri. K0KDW. How are those mozzarella sticks, Brad? Are you going to stick around for the big show?
K0KDW. Just going to let everything finish so the timer reset on the transmitter. But I'll be sticking around, and the mozzarella sticks were a little overcooked, but well, they were edible. K0KDW.
Overcooked, but they're still gone. All right, Brad, I got you sticking around tonight. Good talking to you. We're going to do with K0KDW. Kelly's up next. KC0LRM. This is KD8SLG. What's Kelly up to? You going to stay up and play trivia with us?
KD8SLG. Yes, I'm going to stay up. I'm just sitting there eating some pita chips and some roasted pepper hummus. Pretty good. Even for Walmart is good. All right, yeah, I'll be hanging around. Thanks for running the pre-show. Back to you, Nick.
That sounds way too healthy for me, Kelly. Way too healthy for me. But you know what? I bet it goes well with tequila. Tequila. That's it. I got you sticking around, Kelly. We're going to clear with KC0LRM. Let's go down to John, N8YMY. Are you sticking around with us tonight, John? Or are you just popping in to say hi?
KD8SLG. Just Nick. This is N8YMY. Just John. I'm just popping in to say hey, and I'm going to be in and out tonight. Punch my ticket, and I probably might hear you in the morning. N8YMY. We'll listen for a little bit.
N8YMY KD8SLG. Consider your ticket punched. Your parking ticket is validated. And yeah, I'll hear you in the morning. You guys start earlier and earlier, man. I think it was like 5:45 this morning I started hearing everybody chatter away. Thanks for stopping by tonight, John. You have a good night. We're going to clear with N8YMY. Let's go way up north and talk to Andy. AB8MO, it's KD8SLG. What's up, Andy? How you doing? Sticking around?
Yeah, I figured I'd do a little AB comparison to how loud you are in 3.9 and how loud you are in 0.15, and you are definitely louder on 0.15. This is AB8MO. It's cold. There's a lot of snow on the ground, and it's January. What else can I tell you that you don't already know? But yeah, I'll stick around at least through my turn. I got to get up bright and early tomorrow. I'm going to meet a friend of mine for breakfast at 6 a.m. Ugh. KD8SLG from AB8MO.
Well, Andy, you want me to stick a little M by your name there and get you pushed to the top?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate that. Thanks, Nick, AB8MO.
We'll keep you involved tonight. You drive safe in the morning, man. It's still dark at that time, so it's dark and early. We're going to clear with AB8MO, who I talked into sticking around for a while, I think. Let's go out to California and see what's up with RevCav. K6KJV, this is KD8SLG. How you doing, Kev? You gonna stay up and play trivia tonight?
Well, hello, Nick, and everyone else on the pre-net. Well, I'm still a little under the weather, so I'm gonna be listening, but this will be my one and done. So put me down for double D's, Delta and Delta. God bless 73 and Maranatha.
K6KJV. I just had a poorly timed node ID. I bet you had one too on your clear node. You feel better, RevCav. Thanks for stopping in and letting us know that you're under the table. But that's better than the alternative. You feel better, man. Maranatha. We're going to clear with K6KJV. Let's go to the Magic City and talk to Bob, K8LYJ. This is KD8SLG. How are you, Bob? You sticking around tonight?
KD8SLG, K8LYJ. I think I may live. Prayers for RevCav's recovery. He does sound a bit down and out there. Busy day today, full of appointments. I'm tired as heck, but I just can't bring myself to, not tune into the Josh and Lucy show tonight. So let's see what they've got planned. This is K8LYJ.
W8WKY.
It is hard to walk away, isn't it? It really is. And that's okay. Glad you're sticking around tonight, Bob. We're going to clear with K8LYJ. We're going back to Oklahoma, see what Taco Tim is doing. KI5TAQ, KD8SLG. What's up, Tim? You sticking around for the big show?
Well, good evening there, Nick. And to everybody else on the net, this is KI5TAQ. Yes, I'm sticking around. And while you guys got snow up there, we're going to get a bunch of it down here. So, all I can say is, just be careful. This is KI5TAQ.
Sage advice from Taco Tim. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, I know you're sticking around. We're going to clear with KI5TAQ. Let's talk to Uncle Fred. KE8QFT, this is KD8SLG. What's up, Uncle Fred? Seems like I haven't talked to you in a minute as well. What you been up to? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Yeah, I'll hang around at least until my number comes up here. I had a bit of a rough week myself. Oh, boy. Starting with Sunday, I was hit by a deer. No, I didn't hit the deer hit me. A buck. So, like, I got my buck for the year. And did hardly any damage to the car. Nothing. The cop told me, he said, he wouldn't even file a report. All it'll do is drive my insurance up. It's just one little divot. Imagine that. So, KE8QFT, back to the pre-net.
KE8QFT, I'm sorry to hear about that, Fred. But, you know, you can consider it a badge of honor. And be glad it didn't come through the windshield and do a lot more damage. I think I've got 3 deer over the decades under my belt, and all of them hit me from the side. Not a single one was on the front. They ran into me too. I know what you're talking about. I got you sticking around, Fred. We're gonna clear with K8QFT. It's a net now. It's a net now. KC8FQV, KD8SLG. What's up, Mark? You sticking around?
Yeah, Nick, I'm going to stick around. Yeah, one thing I didn't catch tonight was Jim's pajama net. You know, I got the Wooster group, I got the food group, and that. I forgot. I know about it. I just have to remember to spin it up. But yeah, my mom has gotten a couple of deer that way, coming home from work at 11 o'clock at night, 11:15, and the one boy hung one right here at the house when they got it. When Dad went up and got it, and the boy, drained it and did what you have to do with it, and then they took it in, and so. But it's been 20 years ago probably since that. But she got 2 of them, one 2 different years, 2 different cars, I think. But other than that, not much else are happening, so we'll send it back and see what's happening. And, yep, field day this weekend, so just see what Ron's going to do for them to help out. So, Josh did a heck of a job getting everything put together. So, back it comes, Nick, KSFQV.
KC8FQV, KD8SLG. You leave those old guys on the pajama net alone. They like to do their own thing at night, man. I think I've checked in there 2 or 3 times just to say hi to Jim. And, Yeah, the one thing that Josh didn't check off the list was the weather. Oh, man. It's shaping up, man. It's shaping up for a fun weekend. But, as I said, guaranteed, no mosquitoes. Got you sticking around, Mark. We're going to clear KC8FQV. Let's talk to Phil. How you doing? WV3K, KD8SLG.
KD8SLG, WV3K. Hello, Nick. Just had a wild day. Robin had to take me into the hospital to see the doc to look at my wound, and got a major surgery date coming up on the 27th next month. So got a lot to work on to get prepped for that, and looking forward to trying to put a final note, hopefully, to this concern that has been raised. So in the hands of the Lord, and two, with the guided hands of the surgeon, and looking forward to getting this out of the way. So with that said, I'm going to take an early retirement tonight, if you don't mind, and just say I hope that everyone is doing well, and to stay safe and warm, and enjoy the evening on the net with you. And I think Dustin is coming in. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and clear. And again, thank you, Nick, for picking me up. KD8SLG, Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Take care and God bless, Nick. Good talking with you.
WV3K, KD8SLG. Thanks for stopping by, Phil. And you take care of yourself. Got lots of thoughts and prayers coming from you from the Hamley out here. We're going to clear with WV3K, KD8HAG. Tim was in and out. Thanks, Tim. That brings us to Ryan, K5RFG. It's KD8SLG. How you doing, man? Long time no talk. You guys stick around tonight?
Good evening, Nick. Everybody on the net. I'm going to try and stick around tonight. It's been a long day with the kids, so I'm going to try my best to stick around for the net and for the trivia. But yes, it has been a long time, and I am just trying to stay warm in this frigid weather. Not looking forward to the weekend, from what I hear with all the cold and snow that's coming. Back to you, Nick. K5RFG.
All right, man. Good to hear you on the radio. Don't be afraid to throw your call sign out there and get some conversations going. We used to have some good ones, as I recall. Get radioactive again, my man. I got you sticking around. We're going to clear with K5RFG. I got one more to talk to tonight. This is how I started my day. WA8KOC, this is KD8SLG. How you doing, Fred? You staying up tonight, or are you going to hit the hay?
Good evening, Just Nick. Thanks for doing the pre-net. Always good to talk to you, buddy. I had a long day, and I'm 5 for 5 since yesterday. Yesterday morning, last evening with the club net, and then all 3 nets today. I'm kind of tired. I think I'm going to get my parking ticket passed and stamped and head off to get some shut-eye. Whatever you do, enjoy the rest of the pre-net. Again, thanks for taking my check-in. 7-3 to you and everybody else. Wonderful Wednesday, what's left of it. KD8SLG for the pre-net, the Beacon net. WA8KOC. Take care, pal.
Well, Fred, thanks for staying up and saying hi to us tonight. Your parking ticket's validated. And good run on the nets, man. Good time. That wraps up the pre-show. I'd like to thank everybody who stopped in here, got logged in, but it's time for Dustin to light up the nighttime airwaves. This is KD8SLG, looking for KD8EPC. Light 'em up, D.
All right, good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be your net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. I'll take multiple rounds of check-in, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and I'll get to you as soon as I can. We're linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, Fireside, and various other networks, so we ask you to key for a couple of seconds before and after you transit. Make sure you let everything drop so we can hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, now hearing any emergency or priority traffic stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show, I'd like to check into the Beacon Net. Please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo, Foxtrot 0, Victor Tango India, KF0VTI, the name is Shay, down in Urbana.
All right, we'll take them one at a time. We have KF0VTI. Looks like Shay, how you doing? Welcome to the Beacon Net. We'll get back to you here shortly. All right, with that, let's go up here, let's get our trivia, and let's get things started. Let's start with Mr. Lucy, W8HRF. What do you got for our main trivia?
KD8EPC, W8HRF, good evening. Dustin? All right, for tonight's main trivia, this is the question I have. What is a likely cause of irregular fading of signals propagated by the ionosphere? Again, what is a likely cause of irregular fading of signals propagated by the ionosphere? Your options are alpha, frequency shift due to Faraday rotation, Bravo, interference from thunderstorms, Charlie, intermodulation distortion, or Delta, a random combining of signals arriving via different paths. I'm going to go ahead and read that again. What is a likely cause of irregular fading of signals propagated by the ionosphere? Your options are alpha, frequency shift due to a Faraday rotation, or due to Faraday rotation, Bravo, interference from thunderstorms, Charlie, intermodulation distortion, or Delta, random combining of signals arriving via different paths. Back to you, Dustin. I'll post this in the blue screen.
All right, thanks so much, Sir Josh. We're going to think about that for a while, and let's go over here to K8YUK, Miss Lucy, for our alternate trivia. What do you have for us?
KD8EPC, K8YUK, here's your alt trivia. Famous canine actor Rin Tin Tin made waves in America, but where was he born? Alpha, Britain, Bravo, India, Charlie, Germany, or Delta, Canada? And only now do I realize I had a B and a C country in there, and I didn't line them up with their letters. So sorry about that in advance, everybody. Again, famous canine actor Rin Tin Tin made waves in America, but where was he born? A, Britain, B, India, C, Germany, or D, Canada? That's all trivia. I'll post it in the blue screen in a second. Back to you, Dustin.
All right, thanks so much, sir, Miss Lucy. Let's go down here, catch our only mobile tonight, or short time, AB8MO in the land of snow and maple syrup. I missed you earlier, Andy. How you doing?
KD8EPC from AB8MO. Hopefully you hear me okay on 015, or I can switch to my node. Is my audio okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see here. I see Guatemala on FT8 here on 80 meters, and I need Guatemala, but people keep covering them up, and I am about ready to just go to bed, which is what I'm going to do after this transmission, because I got to meet a friend tomorrow at 6 a.m. for breakfast. So we were supposed to do it last week, and we aborted the opportunity to do so because of the snow. Well, it's not going to be as cold as it was this morning. Just after midnight, I recorded a temperature of 1 below zero, and then it gradually warmed up. It was like, 15 degrees when I woke up this morning. And by the time I actually got home from work early today, so I decided to take a nap. So that's why I was in and out. The Allstar Node on the repeater did something weird when I checked in, because Fred went back to a bunch of people that I know I did not hear. So I'm going to guess that whoever was that he was reading back did not make it through Allstar. So I assumed that I just didn't get through either, and I was already in the parking lot at work. So Fred didn't read back the list, and I figured I didn't get through anyway. So the way that ball bounces. So here we are, 1 for 3, and I'm okay with that. So for my answers for trivia, I will thank you, Just Nick, for the audio check. I'm going to do direct current today, DC, for the answers, D and C. And that's all I'm going to say for now. From the land of snow and maple syrup, I'll see. I might make an appearance at Winterfield Day. Probably just going to go to the Warren Amateur Radio Association. This is a little closer. Oh, I made it on Fred's list. Well, I didn't want to wait around to see if I got through, because I've had so many times where I thought I made it through and I was never called. So usually if I don't think I made it through, I just leave. So that's my fault, Josh. So guess I did make it on Fred's list. That's all I got from here. Thanks for getting me in there short time. Good night. I said way too much already. So thank you for your patience, everybody. 7-3, and we'll meet up again here sometime for breakfast there, Dustin. I enjoyed it. And I've talked for 3 minutes. This is AB8MO.
All right there, Andy. Well, it's a pretty long comment for being short time. Hi. But no, I enjoy your comments. Great to hear you, and let's definitely get together again soon. I was just going to say, if you get a hold of me, we'll figure out a time here. But we'll say 73 to you. Have a great evening. We got you down for direct current. All right, let's go back to the top. Let's talk to Donald, KI5 WADM. How you doing, Donald?
This is KI5 WDM. Well, I'm just hanging in here on the other radio, practicing CW into a dummy load.
That sounds like an entertaining evening. I've tried to learn CW a couple times and just haven't quite gotten it yet.
No, don't feel bad. I may not either. I'm having a tough time even being able to do my call sign 3 times in a row without messing up. So we'll see how it goes. My trivia answers tonight are Alpha and Charlie. And we'll see if I can keep batting 1,000 and not get either one of them right.
Well, there you go, Donald. I got you down for Alpha and Charlie, and so I'll say 73 to you for now. Thanks so much for joining us, my friend, and have yourself a great rest of the evening. Let's go over here to Mr. Ray now, K5 CFY. How you doing?
W8WKY.
PC in the net, K5 CFY. Good evening. Dustin, good to hear you on there again today. Did a great job on the border breaker net. We appreciate you and Just Nick doing the first hour. We had pretty good total net there. So anyway, my answers tonight are going to be Delta and Delta. So there you go, Rev Kev. I'm with you tonight. K5 CFY, back to you.
All right there, Ray K5 CFY. We got you down for double D's. So great to hear you. Glad we had good numbers on the net today. Wednesdays are always a blast, and we appreciate you letting us have the first hour there. So we'll say 73. Have a great evening, and we'll look forward to catching you on down the log. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. Next on the list, we're going to go talk to Jeremy, K8ZRY. How you doing?
KD8EPC, this is KE8ZRY. Good evening, Dustin, and everybody's checked in on the net so far. Hope everybody's having a great evening. And staying warm out there if you're here in Ohio. Things are going all right. Short week for us at the school this week. Had yesterday off due to the temperatures, and depending on the way this storm rolls through this weekend, we might have a day off next week too. But it's been going pretty good so far. And let's go ahead and get trivia out of the way here. My trivia answers are going to be Delta and Alpha. You know what? That's all I've got. So I'll pass it back over to you, Dustin. This is KE8ZRY, Scene 73.
All right there, Jeremy. We got you down for Delta and Alpha, so we'll say 73 to you. Fingers crossed you get a snow day, and that's always my motto. I don't want to get snow unless I'm going to get it enough to get snowed in and not need to go to work. So 73, stay warm, and we'll catch you on down the log. Let's jump on over here to Missouri, KA0KDW. How you doing, Brad?
KD8EPC and the net, K0KW. Good evening. We're going to go with Delta and Alpha, DA, for the answers tonight. Not up to a whole lot, just waiting to see what that four-letter word with the word no in it is going to bring this weekend. And that's what I have to say about snow is no. I don't want it. Don't like it. But anyhow, I'm not the one that controls the weather, so I guess we'll just deal with it. But hope everything's going good up that way. And again, we want to welcome Shay KF0VTI to the net. He's just a little bit to my north. And we'll send it back to you, KD8EPC, and Nick in the background, KA0KDW.
All right there, Brad. Well, thanks for telling your friends about the net. We always like having new people checking in with us. So we'll say 73 to you for now. I got you down for Delta and Alpha. And that's going to bring me on over here to Kelly, KC0LRM. How you doing, Kelly? Good to hear you this evening.
Okay, KD8EPC. Hey, thanks for getting me there. And Dustin, even my answer before I forget, I'm going to do something completely different. I'm going to go BB instead of DD. All right, how about that? Yeah, I was sitting there looking at my weather bug app, trying to get a grip on this weather we're going to be getting, and they actually have the little icons for the...
All right there, Kelly. I got you part of that, but most of that you had no audio at all. You want to try one more time?
Oh, I guess I can't leave the screen I'm on to do that. Okay. B and B was my answers, and yeah, I said my little weather app here. I've seen all these different icons for bad weather, but this time it's got a little igloo, and it's -9 degrees like on Monday morning, so that's a new one for me. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the snow, not to those temperatures. All right, everybody be safe out there. Back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Kelly. We got you down for B and B, and yeah, be careful with those temperatures, man. It's going to be cold, cold. So we'll say 73 to you. Be safe, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log. Well, let's jump on over here and talk to Bob now. KLYJ, how you doing?
KD8EPC and the net. This is K88LYJ. Good evening, Dustin. Staying warm. Looking at the weather forecast for the weekend, and I'm wondering who we made mad that this is happening. The coldest part is going to be right when I'm trying to head to go to Stowe in a kilt. That's going to be fun. Anyway, Ida's going to be brewing up a Clutie dumpling for the Burns supper Friday night, and then she's planning to bake a couple of cakes for field day Saturday. So in the meantime, I'm sitting here talking to you with a beanie on my head and one of those blow dryer in a box space heaters blowing on me, and trying to figure out if I'm insane. Anyway, back to you. This is KA8LYJ.
All right there. Great to hear you, and Burr, that sounds cold. But I missed your trivia answers. Would you mind giving them to me one more time?
Oh, what, all this time is a net controller, Dustin, and you haven't figured out how to read minds yet? You didn't get my answers because I didn't give them. Sorry about that. I'm going to go Anno Domini, AD, Alpha Delta. And I'll give it back to you with a red face. KA8LYJ.
All right there, Bob. Well, I was glad that you didn't answer, because I was like, man, did I totally miss him giving me his trivia answers? So there you go. We got you out for Alpha and Delta. We'll say 73, and we'll look forward to catching you on down the log real soon. Let's go talk to Taco Tim now, KI5TAQ. Take it away.
Oh, good afternoon, or I should say good evening there, Dustin. Here we go again. Trivia answers. I'm going to go with Delta and Delta. And that's for trivia. As far as I'm concerned about the weather, you guys got the cold weather and snow. We're going to get it here in the Tulsa Metro, but I feel sorry for the guys down in Texas. They're going to get it worse. Could you imagine everyone down there with those nice, big, powerful windmills? And all I can say is, have they ever learned or have they not? Because once that cold air hits, I think they're going to make the news again, and they'll be all frozen. And they're going to have to let it go. I'll send it back to Nick. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Tim. We got you down for double D's, and we'll say 73. Tell the better half we said hello, and we'll look forward to catching you on down the log. Well, let's jump on over here to the north end of town and talk to Uncle Fred, KE8QFT. What's going on?
Well, as you may have heard earlier, a deer ran into my car Sunday, but very minimal damage. Just one little divot, believe it or not. And he's a buck, man. He's a big buck. And, yeah, I've been kind of under the weather the last few days. And, yeah. Oh, yeah, let me give you the trivia. Alpha and Charlie A and C. Yeah, so I'm just getting over this cold or whatever it is. But the cop said, well, you know, he said, I'll fill out an accident report. He said, but he said, really, it's so minor. If you turn this in your insurance company, all it's going to do is make your rate go up. So, you know, he said they could suck that thing out with one of them floor pullers or whatever, you know. So I don't worry about it, you know. If I'd have known it was that minor, I wouldn't have called the cops, but it was out on Route 3. It was busy. I didn't want to get out of the car and look, I might get run over. Even though the guy in front of me told me, he said, there's no damage. The guy in front of me seen it happen, and he backed up to check on me. He said, there's no real damage, but I called the police anyway, just in case. And then felt silly when the cop came and it was nothing but a little divot. So, lucky, yes. And other than that, that's all I have for tonight. KE8 QFT back to net control.
All right there, Uncle Fred. Well, I hope you got a freezer full of deer meat now. Hi. But glad there wasn't much damage, and we got you on for Alpha and Charlie, and I hope you feel better soon. And boy, I think that's all I've got for you. So we'll say 73 for now. Take care, stay warm, and call if you need anything. All right, let's go talk to Northern Mark now. KC8FQV. This is KD8EPC. Take it away.
All right, KCFQV, we're coming through RF to Newberry. So I'm going to say DC, Delta for the main, C for the alternative. DC, and sounds good. I'm monitoring on the Allstar side, and I got the earbud in. So did pretty good tonight on all my nets and that. Didn't get the pajama and didn't stop at gym, but another week. I felt pretty good. So go to the doctor's tomorrow afternoon for the eyes, and we'll send it back to net. Here, you know, field day this weekend. There's a Stroudsburg has got a Hamfest coming up too down there out in Youngstown. I just looked that up. It came in the my inbox at Tom, WLCD, sent that. So, we'll send it back your way. Dustin and Nick and KC8, Fox Queen Victor. Catch you guys all in the morning.
All right there, Mark. We got you on for Delta and Charlie. We'll say 73, and that's going to bring us on over here to Ryan, K5RFG, the K5RFG. How you doing, Ryan? Been a while.
Good evening, Dustin. Good evening, everybody on the net. It has been a while. Doing good. We were down in Worcester earlier tonight for the other K5RFG's hockey practice. And we'll be down there again tomorrow for Amelia's hockey practice. So lots of fun times and busy traveling with these kids and hockey. But it's a lot of fun. So other than that, not much going on. My trivia answers are going to be Delta and Alpha. And with that, I'm going to throw it back to you, Dustin. I hope everybody has a wonderful night, and stay warm out there. This is K5RFG.
All right there, Ryan. Well, great to hear you, and we got you out for Delta and Alpha for your trivia, and glad the kids are enjoying it here, and you're enjoying yourself there, too, it sounds like. So we'll say 73 to you. Don't be a stranger, and we'll look forward to catching you on down the log. All right, let's go talk to Shay now, KF0 of VTI. I think your first time check-in. How you doing, Shay, and what are your trivia answers?
Yes, hello, Dustin. This is my first time on it. Good to meet you guys. Brad told me about this. I think I got the text, about 8:45. I think I'm going to have to go Alpha, Charlie, A and C. Thank you, back to you.
All right there, Shay. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We're glad to have you, and we got you down for A and C for your trivias there. Don't be a stranger. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So we'll say 73, and we'll catch you on down the log, and that's going to bring me to my good friend Jairus, AI5Q. I've already got your answers down as Delta Charlie, and then Echo in parentheses. And how you doing there, Jairus? What's going on?
Well, hey, Dustin. Yeah, it's been a day. Let me just say, I like Echo for the alternate because Ethiopia, and she didn't line up the letters with the country, so I decided to line one up for myself. Let's see, the work truck I was taking home today so that I could leave out early in the morning for Kansas tomorrow blew up on the way home. It ruptured something in the cooling system and started steaming and smoking and burning, and I pulled over on the side of the road, left it there, left the keys in it, and said, hopefully somebody steals this piece of crap so I don't have to deal with it anymore. My dad picked me up, brought me home, hung out with the kids. Well, I took some of them to youth group and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that was stage one. Stage two of the evening was getting a phone call from my sister saying that she was taking my niece into the ER, and then from the ER there were ambulance transferring her to pediatric ICU for diabetic ketoacidosis, which is basically the smallest step before a diabetic coma. So my niece is almost in a diabetic coma. She's a type 1 diabetic and has been having some issues over the past few days, not eating and puking and diarrhea and stuff like that. So prayers would be appreciated for my niece, Lily, and she's also my goddaughter, so I'm not sure if I'm going to Kansas tomorrow in another truck, in a different borrowed truck from somebody else, or hanging out with my niece and hopefully making her laugh and feel better about being in the hospital, or what the case is. So I've run the gamut of emotions today, from pissed off to frustrated to worried to annoyed to everything in between. AI5Q, back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Jairus. Well, perfect timing. The alligator almost got you there. I heard it beeping. So great to hear you, my friend. And we'll say 73 to you. Prayers for your niece, and I hope she's feeling better soon. And yeah, I hope things go well for you, and that you don't have to end up going to Kansas tomorrow. So we'll say 73 to you. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. I'm going to drop it and let everything drop real quick. All right, and this is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. I'm at the bottom of the list, and I'm looking for more check-ins. Please call now.
Yeah, this is KJ5ATA, Kilo Juliet 5, Alpha Tango Alpha, guy from Georgetown, Texas.
W8WKY.
Well, I'll take them one at a time. KJ5ATA, Guy, how you doing? What's going on?
Yeah, hi, Dustin, Beacon Net, all the Beacon Netters and everybody up there on a Wednesday night in the cold winter up there, at least. It hasn't hit us yet here in Austin yet, but it will. Yeah, and which is much to my chagrin, because I want to take a flight out of Bergstrom Airport on Sunday, and I sure hope it doesn't get delayed or even canceled because of all the snowy things or icy things that are coming down this way. Anyways, as far as getting power outages, yeah, the windmills, I don't think they're going to be affected like that gentleman said from Oklahoma. I think they'll be okay, and we're going to have that all right. Anyways, as far as snow is concerned, I don't need it. I used to play in it. That's the only thing I can see anything for it, is to play with it like skiing or sledding, but I don't miss it because I was from Ohio too, like you guys are still there. Anyways, enough of that. I don't know what the answers for the trivia are. Maybe if you read them off, if you want to, that's okay. You don't have to. But anyways, yeah. So I'm going to throw it back to network control. This is KJ5 ATA.
All right there, Guy. Well, I'll tell you what. We have no problem rereading them to you. That's what they're paid for. They get the big bucks, hi. So stand by here, and I'll get the trivias reread right now. W8HRF, Josh, would you mind rereading us the main trivia question, please?
No problem, Dustin. Tonight's main trivia question, this is W8HRF, by the way, is what is a likely cause of irregular fading of signals propagated by the ionosphere? So your options are alpha, frequency shift due to Faraday rotation; Bravo, interference from thunderstorms; Charlie, intermodulation distortion; or Delta, random combining of signals arriving via different paths. That's main trivia. Back to you, Dustin.
All right, thanks so much there, Josh. Now let's go over here to Miss Lucy, K8YUK. Would you please reread us the alternate trivia?
KD8ABC, K8YUK. The big bucks. The big bucks. My paycheck has been delayed. All trivia. Famous canine actor Rin Tin Tin made waves in America, but where was he born? A, Britain; B, India; C, Germany; or D, Canada. Also, hi to adding Ethiopia. Very good. Again, famous canine actor Rin Tin Tin made waves in America, but where was he born? A, Britain; B, India; C, Germany; or D, Canada. Back to you, Dustin. KAYUK to KD8ABC.
All right, thanks so much there, Miss Lucy. And yeah, big bucks. My hand cramps every time I have to write all the zeros on that check. Just because every number is a zero doesn't mean it's not important. Hi. We'll say 73, and thanks for doing the alternate trivia. Let's go back down here to Guy now, KJ5ATA. What do you think?
Yeah, Dustin, network controls, this KJ5ATA guy. Tell you what, I think the first one is Delta, and don't know why, but I watched 2001 Space Odyssey last night, and I think, I'm thinking about outer space, so I don't know why I'm going to say Delta. And then the second one is, I'm going to say, I think it was a German Shepherd, but I don't think he was a German. I think he might have been a Canadian. So I'm going to say Charlie. Rin Tin Tin was he was Canadian. So, anyways, that's my answers for tonight. So, anyways, I'll throw it back to you, Dustin, and the network controls is KJ5ATA.
All right there, Guy. Well, great to hear you out there. Now we got you down for double D's for your answer there then this evening. And we'll say 73 to you for now. Guy was the bottom of the list as it stands. This is KD8PC with the Beacon Net. I'm ready for more check-ins. Please call now.
This is KF8 FNO Kilo Frank 8, Frank November Oscar, London, Ohio, Benny.
All right, I picked up KF8FNO. Benny, how you doing?
Hey, doing really great tonight. Kind of newbie to the hobby, and tonight I passed my general exam, so pretty excited about that. And the upcoming here, we got a lot of buzz going on about the Winter Field Day this weekend, and hopefully I'm going to be able to experience a little bit of that and soak up all the knowledge from all the experienced operators around this area. It's going to be quite cold. I think Saturday we're talking 11 degrees, and then into the negative on Sunday. So it could be rather challenging, but hey, you know what? Nothing good comes that easy. Thanks, Net Control, for recognizing me in 7-3.
All right there, Benny. Well, 73 to you. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you being here, and congratulations on getting your general there. That's awesome, man. So before you go, I don't know if you heard our trivia or not, but if you did you want to take a shot at it?
I'd have to make you repeat it, and I didn't catch it all. The first one, I'd take a shot at the weather or the lightning or whatever, causing the disruption. I think that was part of one of my earlier exams, but yeah, you know what? My memory's for doing pretty good for 66, but a couple things slip away now and then. I have to constantly retrain, but hey, pushing the brain at this age is a good thing. So yeah, I think I'll pass, but maybe next time for sure.
All right there, Benny. Well, no worries. We'll let you pass this time, but come and join us again. So we'll say 73 to you. Benny was at the bottom of the list as it stands. This is KD8EPC with the BeaconNet, and I'm ready for more check-ins. Please call now. All right, nothing heard. Let's go up and talk to the Net Control team. KD8SLG, what say you?
It's cold. Actually, it isn't tonight. It's going to be cold. KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Dustin and all the Beacon netizens. I went Bravo and Charlie earlier. I'm going to stick with it, even though people have convinced me otherwise. But Bravo and Charlie. Winter Field Day this weekend. I bet Josh is going to have something to say about that, so I'll spare you any doubling. That's all I got. I went back. It looked like 86 today on the Boredom Breaker net. That's a fun day. I grabbed that off the old previous nets from NetLogger. Yeah, I'm not going to waste any more time. Stay warm, bundle up, get ready for the weekend, go out, buy lots of bread, eggs and milk. Everyone makes French toast when it snows, apparently. It's KD8SLG. Back to Net Control. Thanks, Dustin.
W8WKY.
All right, thanks, Nick. And a word from our sponsor. You can put me down for double D's for the trivia answers, by the way. Let's go over to Nick at Night, K8QKO. Take it away, Nick. How you doing?
KEQKO. Hello, Dustin. Hello, everybody on the net. All right, my trivia answers tonight are going to be Charlie and Bravo. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see how it works out. Yep, Winter Field Day is coming up. I'm excited. I'm going to have a lot of fun. And Josh has been working really, really hard to make this an excellent event for the Sarah Club and the Canton Club. So I think before it even starts, I think we should all give Josh a big thanks and round of applause because he has literally been working his butt off to make Winter Field Day awesome. Yeah, that's what I've got going on there, and looking forward to the food, I think. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Got a special treat, so I hope our esteemed retiring leader will join us. I don't know if he will or not, but hopefully he will. And yeah, that's about all I've got. So with that, I'll pass it back to you, Dustin. This is K8QKO.
All right there, Nick. We got you on for Charlie and Bravo, and have fun there at Winter Field Day. Let's go over here real quick to Miss Lucy K8YUK. Give me your main trivia answer, please.
K88APC, K8YUK. Oh man, for main trivia, I'm going to go with echo tropospheric ducting because it's fun to say. Back to you.
All right, it's a fun phenomenon too. Hi. All right, let's go over here to W8HRF. Josh, give us your comments, then go ahead and drop and give us the main trivia answer.
KD8EPC, W8HRF. Let's see, comments. I am sitting here pulling the head off my FTM 400 and mounting it to a base. That is what I'm doing. I have the final email, the info email for the whole club for Winter Field Day written up, but I seem to have waited too long to log into my account Jason made for our new emailing system, so that'll probably go out in the morning. Anyways, it should be a cold weekend. That's what I'll say. I'll say that. That's for sure. So, doors open this weekend at 12:30 at the cabin in Sterling, Ohio. Address is on the website. Saturday parking. Please park at the church down the road. It's about 1,000 feet away. Give us a call on the repeater, and we'll come pick you up. Or the cabin is, you can pull up to on the driveway, and it's a drop-off or unloading. That's what it'll be used for. So you can stop by and drop stuff off or people off, and we'll follow you back to the church and bring you back to the cabin. So church parking on Sunday, or on Saturday, and then on Sunday we're going to park at Ron KB8L in K's house. So we appreciate him offering that, so we have enough parking for everybody. So around meal times, we'll be monitoring the 3.9 for folks who need picked up, especially. But we'll try to have it on. We'll have it on the whole event. Also keep an ear out there for spotting, or give us a call if you are interested in where we're at, because we can do RF spotting. So, especially if you have unusual band capabilities, 900 megahertz, 1.2 gigahertz, things like that. What else? It should be a great time. I really appreciate everything everybody's doing to make this a good event. Nick at Night doing the food. Mike over at the Canton Club, he's really taken on the 12-band challenge thing and operating. Justin over at the Canton Club's been doing a lot of the technical stuff for computers and logging and things, and Lane's bringing in a radio, and so it's a whole bunch of people making this happen, and it's going to be a really good event. So let me take a break and read trivia. And yes, it will be freezing cold, so please dress warm. But we will be in a warm cabin, so that's good. It's got a little gas fireplace. If you plan on staying the night, bring a cot. Main trivia: what is a likely cause of irregular fading of signals propagated by the ionosphere? Your options were frequency shift due to Faraday rotation, Bravo, interference from thunderstorms, Charlie, intermodulation distortion, or Delta, random combining of signals arriving via different paths. That is the answer, Delta. So the explanation is when radio signals travel long distances via the ionosphere, that's skywave propagation as we know, those signals can reach the receiver by more than one path. The ionosphere isn't smooth. It's not a static reflector. It has layers and irregularities that cause parts of the same signal to take slightly different routes and arrive at slightly different times and phases. Because these multiple versions of the signal combine at the receiving antenna, they can occasionally reinforce or partially cancel out each other depending on their phase relationship. So think of a wave, how you could have two waves come together and they combine to form a big wave, or two, like a wave and a trough, and then it makes a smooth transition. So anyway, so the result is irregular fading, where the signal strength can rise and fall unpredictably. So there you go. Delta, random combining of signals arriving via different paths. Thanks, Dustin. 73s. See you all this weekend. I'll see a whole bunch of you all this weekend, and stay warm and safe. K88EPC, W8HRF.
All right there, Josh. Thanks for another great main trivia, and it sounds like it's going to be a heck of a weekend. I got to work all weekend, so I probably won't be there, but I'll be there in spirit. So we'll say 73 to you, and let's go over here to Miss Lucy, K8YUK. What do you have for us? Give us your comments, and go ahead and give us the alternate trivia answer.
A word from not our sponsor, K8YK to K88EPC. Hi, everybody. What did we do today? Well, we worked around the house. I kind of did some chores, convinced myself that the dishes were unacceptable, and we noticed a leak in our basement coming from our upstairs bathroom. So I started moving stuff out of the way so we can look at the water panel for that, whatever that's called, access panel, and narrowed down the causes, so we're getting somewhere with that. And thankfully, it doesn't seem to be terrible. By that, I mean it's been going on for a very long time, and the tub hasn't fallen through the floor yet, so that is good, right? Otherwise, we visited some friends, and Betty had a fantastic time and had such a good time that she fell asleep on the way back home. And it was a very fun trip to go on because it's one of the families that I box with, and I hadn't expected to be invited to their house. So I felt very honored, and it's one of the first play dates that we've set up that wasn't just kind of moms needing to get together so we don't go crazy. Maybe it was. Maybe I needed that also, but it just felt more of a personal invitation than let's all get together because we can. So that was very touching. I'm going to let it drop, and I'll read off alt trivia. K8YK returning. Famous canine actor Rin Tin Tin made waves in America, but where was he born? A, Britain, B, India, C, Germany, or D, Canada? The answer is C, Germany, so Charlie is the right answer. American soldier Lee Duncan found Rin Tin Tin in a German trench during World War I and brought him back to Hollywood, where he became one of its biggest stars, winning Most Popular Film Performer of the Year award in 1926. Rin Tin Tin starred in 27 Hollywood films. After his death in 1932, other dogs took over the role. So, there you have it. The answer is Charlie for alt trivia. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Please stay safe if that hasn't been clarified already. Happy Winter Field Day for those who can make it, and stay warm. K8YK to K88EPC, 33s, and God bless everybody.
W8WKY.
All right there, Miss Lucy. Well, thanks for doing another wonderful alternate trivia, and we'll try to be safe out there. Hopefully the weather's not too bad. All right, this is K88EPC. I'm at the bottom of the list, and I'm looking for more check-ins. Please call now.
Kilo Charlie 5, Romeo Bravo Golf, KC5, Real Big Guns, Shannon and Tulsa.
November 3, Kilo Golf, November 3, Kilo Golf, Jefferson, Village,
5, Papa Foxtrot Victor, KI5 PFB, Philip in Winchester.
KD2HC, in and out.
In and out.
All right, let me hold it up right there and make sure I've got it. All right, I missed a couple here. Let me tell you who I did get. I've got KC5 Real Big Gun Shannon, and then somebody doubled with him right at the beginning. I totally missed that call. And then I have a November 3 Kilo Golf. I missed the very last of your calls, so I'm going to need you to come back. Then I got KI5 PFV Philip, and I got KD2HCE Chris was in and out. So let me go back up here and let me start first with that call that I missed at the very beginning that doubled with Shannon. Would that station come back, please?
I think that was me, Dustin, KD2HCE.
All right, very good there. Let's go over here now. That November 3 station, would you give me your call one more time there? I missed the last of your call.
That's affirmative. Net control November 3, Kilo Golf Delta. D is in Delta. And I will be in and out of home. Have a good evening, 73.
All right, I got N3 Kilo Golf Delta. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. And then I had a KI5 PFV, and I think that was it there. So let me go back up here and let's talk to my good friend Shannon, KC5 Real Big Guns. How you doing, Shannon? What's going on?
Hey there, Dustin and Annette. I'm doing pretty good. Unfortunately, I missed the entire net this morning, or this afternoon, I guess. I was at the VA pretty much all day. Had 3 different appointments, and so I dealt with all those. I didn't get out of there till about 3:30 or so, and but I'll tell you, one of the things they did, my last appointment was a virtual reality program. So they get you a headset, and they use these different visionscapes, 3D visionscapes and stuff, as well as a tone music, soft playing music that is very relaxing, and they also use binaural beats and tones to activate your delta and gamma and theta brain waves. And I'll tell you, I really liked it. It really worked. And they have 2 different ones that are testing. I tried one today, which I really liked it. And then next month I will try the other brand. And depending on which one I prefer, they will send me the one I prefer, send me home with it so I can use it at home. It's very, very relaxing. For the first time, in a 3D, in a virtual environment, it made it to where I didn't even think about anything outside of that world that I was in. I didn't think about bills. I didn't think about my health. I didn't think about anything except being in that world and looking around and focusing on the details. It was very, very neat, and all of my mental health stats improved just in the session. So it definitely works. I'm gonna just reset. KC5 RBG returning, and so I was really, really happy with it. We'll see what the other one offers, I guess, and go from there. But my shoulder's been hurting quite a bit today. Yesterday was a pretty intense workout at the VA for my rehab, and I'm really kind of paying for it today. But I'm trying to, get past that so I can continue to do my exercises at home. Just in the last week, I progressed so much that the therapist was like really impressed. And so next week, she's giving me some very, very high goals. I don't know if I'll be able to accomplish them, but I'm sure going to try. And but I'm really hoping that I can. But hopefully by next week, she's trying to get me to be pain-free so we can start strengthening instead of just range of motion. So that's kind of where we're at. I am able to use my left arm. Just, certain things hurt my shoulder. Certain movements or a certain hinge point and so forth. But let's just reset for another nickel. And a while back, I ordered a TID radio H9 on pre-order, and I got it in a couple weeks ago, and I'll tell you, I've been really impressed with it, but I think they didn't really do enough beta testing with their firmwares, and so the people that have pre-ordered are basically doing the beta testing for them. Now they are, the problems that are popping up, they're pretty much attacking them right away. It's a hot priority to get it fixed. So I'm thankful about that. But it's kind of a pain dealing with that. But at the same time, I really love the radio. It offers APRS. It offers GPS, SMS. It's a 10-watt radio. I got mine unlocked, so it does ham radio. It does GMRS. It has wideband receive, so you can receive all kinds of bands. So just very nice radio. And I even though their firmware was lacking in the beginning, it's definitely at a point now where it's working pretty decent. So I still highly recommend them. They have great customer service, which you don't get hardly in the world today. Anyway, that's my take on that. Supposed to be pretty bad this weekend. Everyone's being crazy and hitting the milk and eggs and bread. And I ordered 5 cans of hot bean dip and some Fritos scoops. That's going to be my in-home survival kit. With that, I'll go ahead and throw it back to you. Of course, great state of Oklahoma with my answers. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless. 73, my friend. Back to nut control.
Shannon, well, great to hear you out there, and glad that thing helped you out. I'll tell you what, anytime I've ever put on those virtual reality goggle things, they've given me a headache, so there you go. But Great to hear you. We'll have to catch up on D-Star soon and have a chat there, man. And we'll say 73 and catch you down the log. And enjoy that new radio. You'll have to tell me all about it after you had it a while. Let's go here and talk to KI5 PFV. Philip, how you doing?
Well, I'm doing pretty good this evening. Just heard you calling for people to check in on the net. So I figured I would.
Well, great to hear you out there this evening, and thanks for joining us on the Beacon Net. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. So great to hear you. Do you have any other comments for the net this evening?
Not really. I think we pretty much covered the weather, so I'm good on that. Got everything stocked up. I'll give it back to you. KI5 PFB.
All right there, Philip. We'll say 73, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log. All right, we're at the bottom of the list. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net, and I'm going to make one more call here for check-ins, so any last-minute check-ins for the Beacon Net, please call now. All right, nothing else heard there. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, and the Beacon Net crew, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the Beacon Net, Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8 WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8 WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the barometer net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday here on the W8 WKY repeater. Don't forget to visit our friends over on the N5XQK Memorial Board and Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time. That's an Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. They go a couple hours, switch net controls at the top of the hour, and welcome rechecks. With that, you've been listening to the Beacon Net. This is KD8EPC returning the repeater to normal amateur use this time, and I will be clear. 73, y'all.